Hello friends, welcome back to HSA English classes. Today we are going to learn Ode to a Skylark by Percy Bysshe Shelley. The work consists of 5-line stanzas, all 21 following the same pattern. The rhyme scheme of each stanza is in the form AB ABB. Let's have a look at the summary of the poem. The speaker of the poem hails the skylark as a spirit that pours out its feelings in wondrous singing. Its song is pure and natural, unpremeditated. While the bird soars higher and higher, it continues to sing. Floating toward the setting sun, it seems like the bodiless spirit of joy. Eventually, the speaker cannot see the bird, for it is like trying to see a star in the light of day, but he can still hear its shrill delight. At night, the skylark's song fills the air while the moon rains out her beams. In the daytime, the song of the skylark is more beautiful than even a glorious rainbow. The speaker then makes the following comparisons. The skylark is like a poet hidden in the light of thought, a poet whose outpourings inspire people to reflect on hopes and fears that they previously ignored. Second, it is like the lovesick maiden in a palace tower. Outsiders cannot see her, but they can hear her song of love. Third, it is like a glowworm in a meadow, grass and flowers block its magnificent light from reaching human eyes. Fourth, it is like a rose enclosed within its leaves. When a wind unleashes its fragrance, hovering bees became faint with the scent. The sound of the skylark song is more beautiful than all that ever was joyous and clear and fresh. The speaker asks it to teach the world its thoughts. Never before has he heard praise of love or wine that panted forth a flood of rapture so divine. As does the skylark, wedding songs and chants of triumph are empty sounds compared to the skylark song. What the speaker asks causes the bird to make a wonderful sound. The speaker says the skylark apparently has never experienced boredom or annoyance. It must have some special knowledge of death, of what is to come, that enables it sing with such joy. Humans do not know such joy. We pine for what is not, and in our laughter there is always some measure of pain. And what of our songs, our sweetest ones are about sadness. But even if we never shed a tear, we should never be as joyful as the skylark. Its song is better than all other sounds and is more beautiful than all the treasures of literature. The speaker concludes by asking the skylark to teach him half the gladness that it knows. With such knowledge, the speaker could present to the world harmonious madness that all would listen to. Let's have a look at the similes used in the poem. Comparison of the skylark to a cloud of fire, comparison of the skylark to joy, comparison of the skylark to a star, comparison of the sweetness of music to love. Metaphor used in the poem. Comparison of moonlight to rain. The moon rains out her beams and heaven is overflowed. Paradox used is such harmonious madness. And the symbolism used in this poem are skylark as a symbol of pure, unalloyed and unrestricted happiness. Skylark is a symbol of exaltation and spiritual desire. Ode to a Skylark, published 2 years before Shelley's death in Prometheus Unbound in 1820. Ode. Ode is a lyric poem in the form of an address to a particular subject. In this poem, Shelley addresses the skylark as blithe spirit.